What's up, guys? Smoking Central back here today. Before we get started with anything here, I just want to give a big thanks to y'all. My last video got over 1,000 views. First time I've hit over 1,000 on any of my videos. So I want to thank you guys for that. What we got going on here today is a bone-in rib roast from our local grocery store. 2-bone rib roast, weighs about 2.5 pounds. Got it on a good deal here. Got it for like, it says $20 on here, but I got it for like, I think $18 probably, $15 to $18. So that's a really good deal on this. I saw it, I was like, I can just cut this up and make some ribeyes out of it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut this in half right here, cut this right between the bones, and it'll give me 2 nice thick ribeyes in there. And what we're actually gonna do with it is we're gonna put it on the smoker and cook it like that, and then we're gonna get the grill, the cast iron pan heated up in here, and after I get up to about the temp I want, come in here and give it a nice sear on here, and we'll have a really nice looking bone-in ribeye. So let me get this out the package and start cutting it for you guys and show you what I'm gonna do with this. All right, guys, we're back again. I got the knife out and we're gonna open this thing up and show you guys how we're gonna do this real quick. Just cut the plastic real quick. I had this in the freezer for a couple days, and then I took it out and I had it in the fridge for probably a little over 24 hours, probably something like that. So partially frozen still, but should be good enough to cut. So this is what we're dealing with here. As you can see, it's pretty thick. We got one bone right here, one bone right here, and one bone right here. I'm gonna try and go in between these, and like I said, give us a nice, 2 nice thick ribeye steaks right here. So let's see, here's one. Let's just try and cut. This is definitely my first time doing this, guys, so don't flame me in the comments here.
Alright guys, so to make a long story short here, I was trying to figure out how to cut this thing in half for like a solid probably 5 minutes. And so we're just going to time lapse this here, but pretty much what I ended up doing, instead of cutting between those bones or trying to figure out how to cut between those bones, since I had no idea what I was doing, is I pretty much just cut the bones off and made two boneless ribeyes instead of 2 bone-in ribeyes, because in my opinion it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, makes it less complicated just to cut them off, and to be honest, I'm just gonna cut them off after they're done cooking anyways. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. This is just me skipping you all the pain, so here I go right back into it for you guys.
Okay, so yeah, that actually worked a lot better. Just took the bones off because, to be honest, it don't really matter anyways. So we're gonna trim this up, make it look more like a little ribeye here, and then yeah, we'll go try and throw this thing on the smoker for you guys. Okay guys, so didn't go as well as I planned for it. As you can see, this one's a little botched. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's a little botched. This one, however, is looking like a good, nice good steak. And then you can see the marbling on this thing is actually really, really good. I don't know why, it's just a choice, but hey, I'll take it because this thing looks really good. So what we're gonna do is probably save this one for later. Probably not making it into a steak, probably making it like a ribeye sandwich or something like that later. And then I'll save these, to be honest, I'll probably save these for something else. Maybe give it to the dog or something. This is just a piece of fat. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet, to be honest. Probably just throw it away because this thing already looks like it's gonna have enough fat in it. So we're gonna stir the smoker up real quick and then get this thing on there, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. All right guys, we're back here outside by the smoker. We've got the smoker almost up to temp here, and I went ahead and seasoned up this steak with just a normal seasoning I use, salt, pepper, some garlic powder. We're gonna get this thing on the smoker and just check on it temporarily throughout. I wanna try and get this thing to about 105, maybe even 110 degrees internal, and then we're going to fire up the grill over here about halfway through, and then after we're done getting it up to that temp, we're gonna move over to the grill and get a nice sear on it, and hopefully get it up to that nice medium temperature internal. And yeah, we'll get back with you when we do our next checkup on the steak. For now, we're just gonna go ahead and throw it in here. Okay guys, we're back here, and we've got our steak in the smoker still. It's reaching that point where I want to take it off, about 105 degrees Fahrenheit. I've got the grill fired up here, as you can see, really hot. I'm just gonna try and get a nice sear on it right here, and then we'll take it off and let it rest. Sorry guys, you can't hear me very good because of the wind noise, but it's kind of windy out here, so nothing I can do. But we're gonna take this steak off and the smoker, and we're gonna just place it down on the grill up over here. Alright, I'm sure y'all can hear that crackling right there. It smells wonderful with all that smoke. Yeah, it's got a nice little dark tint to it, darkish gray tint. We're gonna let that go. There's a train coming, I'm gonna try and hurry. We're gonna let that go for a solid 2 or 3 minutes right there, and then I'll get back with you guys, okay? Alright guys, we're back here. It's been about 3 minutes that this steak has been searing on this side. We're gonna pick it up and turn it over right here. There we go. You're getting a nice, good crust on there, nice and dark. We do have a little bit, that smaller piece on the end right here. And it looks a little bit maybe overdone. It's mostly fat anyways, so I wasn't really worried about that. I'm just trying to keep the good parts of the meat right here good and where I want them. So we're gonna let this rock for about 2 minutes probably on this side, and then get back with you guys when we're taking it off and putting it on our board over here. All right guys, we got a nice good internal temperature on this thing. We're gonna get the cutting board over here and take it off and let it rest on this board. Watch out for the flare up. This side is looking immaculate. Try and get you guys over here and let you guys see real quick. This is what we got, guys. It's looking really nice. pretty, I think it's gonna be pretty well cooked on the inside. The other side may have gotten a little bit more done as far as the searing, but not, I don't think it's overly done. I think it's just gonna give us a nice crispness. I'm gonna let this thing sit for, you know, 10-15 minutes, and then we're gonna cut into it and see how it looks. All right, guys, we're back here. We've let this steak rest, and we're gonna try and cut into this thing. I know this knife probably looks a little overkill, but I haven't got to use it yet. Just got it, haven't got to use it, so I really just want to use it. So here we go. We're gonna slice into the middle of this thing. Oh yeah, for sure. Get a nice thin slice off. Knife works amazing, by the way. Knife cutting the steak like butter. And as you guys can see right there, nice little wall-to-wall, medium rare. Medium, probably closer to medium, but let's taste it. That's so good, guys. This train is coming, so I'm gonna try and finish what I'm saying real quick. Catch you guys back in a minute, but this steak, you can taste all the flavors in it so much. You can taste everything I did between the smoke, the nice sear, everything like that. I'll catch you guys back in just a second, okay? All right, guys, that train has gone away. While that train was going, I sliced this up, and I gotta say, this has to be the most tender steak I've ever cooked. I mean, it literally just pulls right apart. Look at that. And it's so, like, it falls apart in your mouth so good. Because that, when we put it on the smoker, what happened was the fat, just like, what happens with normal fat when you put it on a smoker, it just kind of like gets into like this jello form. And that's why you see this fat, none of this fat on here is white. It's all this yellowish tint. And oh my goodness, it tastes so much better than cooking it on the grill. It falls apart so much better than cooking it on the grill. And it's just so much more tender. It's almost like a tenderloin, but it has the thickness of a ribeye and that cuts that you want in a ribeye, and it's just so good, guys. If you haven't ever tried this before, I highly recommend it. Hope you guys really liked the video, and hope you guys learned something today. And again, just I want to say thank you for that last video, and all y'all who watched that last video. It really means a lot to me, and hope you guys have a great day, and be sure to like and subscribe.